First homicide since 90.
Why these boys got the... They got the F-boy face. They got... How both of them take the picture like this? They got the F-boy Justin Bieber haircut. And then they over here taking F-boy mugshots thinking they cute. What up, LK Mafia? It's your boy Artofkickz, and just like that, we back with another one. Alright, y'all, so it's time for another video where these convicts react to their life sentence. And I felt like this would be the right time, considering the fact that I just hit 1 million views on the first one that I did. I believe that was the first one I did. It was like teenagers react to their life sentence. That's the first video of mine of reaction to ever hit 1 million views. I wanted that to happen this year. I was like, damn, I would love for one of my reactions to hit 1 million views in 2020, and it's happened. The time is here. It's just a reaction, but at the same time, like, why that reaction? I almost feel weird getting excited about that particular reaction, because that's messed up. The stuff that's happening, the stuff that those kids did, the life sentence, all that stuff is messed up. I should not be happy that video got 1 million views. Oh man, it's a weird time. It's a weird time, man. I don't know. I just don't know. But nonetheless, we're gonna do a reaction to celebrate the 1 million views, and these people getting put in prison for the heinous crimes that they have committed on members of society. I still feel just very, very strange right now. But anyway, we're still about to do this. Y'all, this is 15 craziest reactions of convicts after giving a life sentence. Y'all boys and girls ready? I'm ready. Let's go.
A famous saying goes, don't do the crime if you can't do the time.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of truth in that, especially for those people who forget that they could be spending life behind bars. From an attempted murderer with a fainting spell to a weeping monster. Here are 15 craziest reactions of convicts after being given a life sentence.
Now, if there's some in here that I've already done, if you don't count 15, it's because I skipped past it.
The Hitman hirer. In 2014, Diana Lovejoy was in the midst of a brutal and messy custody battle with her ex-husband, with neither side willing to budge on their demands. In a fit of rage and a crucial lack of thought, Diana conspired with her gun instructor to resolve the situation by murdering her ex-husband. Of course, the whole thing went
with her gun instructor to murder her ex-husband. Oh my God.
By murdering her ex-husband. Of course, the whole thing went horribly wrong. The shooting instructor didn't actually kill her ex-husband, but shot him in the armpit, and later claimed, if I wanted to kill him, I would have. It's the murder equivalent of, no, I didn't lose the basketball game, I just didn't feel like winning.
You dumb mothers. It don't do you no good to just injure somebody. You was not paid to injure the guy. You was paid to take him out. So you gonna shoot him in the armpit? Was his arm stinking or something? And you didn't want to smell it no more, so you thought that was gonna get rid of the odor? Talking about, oh, if I wanted to, I could have killed. You messed up. Just own up to it. You already about to do time for doing the crime. You messed up. Oh my, some folks so ignorant. Oh my God. They need to put you under the jail. You didn't get the job done, and you made an excuse for why you were so sorry at doing the dang old job. I'm not condoning what you did. Neither one of y'all ignorant fools. I'm not condoning none of that mess. You shouldn't have done none of that in the first place. You shouldn't even dealt with that woman. If anything, you should have snitched. Takeshi 6ix9ine style, turn her butt in for trying to dang on get somebody killed. Oh. Folks ask me, what would I have done in that situation? For one, I wouldn't be in that situation. If a lady came up to me and be like, hey, can you help me kill my ex-husband? I'm acting like I ain't hear that, and I'm gone. Go. I ain't hear that. I didn't hear that. I ain't got nothing to do with it.
The basketball game. I feel like winning. But months later, Diana found herself in court, and as the judge read out the guilty verdict, the weight of her actions hit Diana all at once.
Oh, she passed out.
Passes out immediately. Lovejoy was soon wheeled out of the courthouse by paramedics, but it didn't change the sentence. She's now serving 25 to life in prison. So, she didn't kill her husband.
Well deserved. You didn't even... That's messed up. Just saying that you wanted that judge to happen to your husband or ex-husband got you 25 to life. Don't do that.
Lost the custody battle and got sent to jail for the rest of her life.
And you lost
it. It was worth it, eh? It'll come.
Good, Mr. Husband. You get the kids, and she gone. Kids don't got to worry about her butt again. Look, I don't even think. No, don't even let them visit her in prison. Nope. No, that's messed up. They try to have the freaking father.
But it's no surprise when we tell you that the #1 cause of life sentences is murder or attempted murder. Those who try to take lives usually find it costs them their own. The teen killer. In 2012, a devastating murder shocked the relatively peaceful city of Sheboygan Falls, Wisconsin, in what was the city's first homicide since 19...
Why these boys got the... They got the F-boy face. They got... How both of them take the picture like this? They got the F-boy Justin Bieber haircut, and then they over here taking F-boy mugshots, thinking they cute. So yeah, them F-boys, I mean, I didn't see that picture before, but I heard about this story, so yeah, basically dang on stupid idiot boy dang on killed his dang on grandma, him and another boy. Put them under the jail, please. Put them under the jail. You're gonna kill a generation. You're gonna kill somebody that started generations. You wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for that woman. Ooh, you know what? On to the next one.
The Fainting Sisters. In 2017, a 3-year-old Georgia boy was pronounced dead, with the cause ultimately determined to be blunt force trauma. But the boy's guardian claimed he had been sent to bed after taking a cupcake, where 2 sisters went to check on him and found him unresponsive. That's obviously a very different story. So what actually happened? Well, only in court did the truth come out. The boy had taken a cupcake from the kitchen when he wasn't supposed to, but the sisters didn't find him unresponsive. They decided to punish him themselves, with one spanking the boy and the other repeatedly hitting him with a baseball bat. All that for taking one...
Oh my God. Oh my God. Poor baby. 3 years old. And these girls... This girl gonna keep hitting this boy with a dang on baseball bat. He 3 years old. He couldn't harm you for nothing in the world, but yet you felt the need to harm him to that degree. All you had to do was take the dang on cupcake away from him and lock his butt in that dang on bedroom, if anything. And then obviously go check on him. You checked on him. How could y'all possibly thought that y'all would not be the ones that they point the fingers at when y'all were the ones that was watching over the boy? When they see that he has all this trauma, of course, all fingers getting pointed at y'all, rightfully so. Put them under the jail, please. Put them under the jail.
One cupcake. The boy later died from the repeated strikes, and the sisters were rightly indicted with a life sentence.
Yes.
This video shows the women reacting to their life sentence, with both collapsing to the floor.
Dumb.
Shock, devastation, whatever it was, there's no question that these women deserved what they got. To beat a child to death with a baseball bat for something as trivial as taking a cupcake is such a cruel and evil.
It don't matter what the reason was.
More than fair. Yet these sisters didn't expect to get such a severe punishment, which
Stupid.
leads you to ask, what did they expect? Then again,
that's what I'm saying. What did y'all expect?
it's clear that these convicts aren't exactly great at thinking in terms of long-term consequences. End of life.
Why this dude got... Y'all think y'all slick. This fool got on 2 sleeves. And I'm not talking actual tattoos. I'm pretty sure that he's wearing tattoos on his arm. Like he can peel them off
sentence. A Florida man who killed 2 people while robbing several Dunkin' Donut stores was given the death penalty in 2015 for his crimes.
This man killed folks at Dunkin' Donuts, bro. Was you really that hungry for some dang old donuts and you couldn't afford no donuts? And they didn't want to give you no donuts, so you just gonna... This man was robbing Dunkin' Donuts, man. Killing folks. Put him under the jail, please. Put him under the jail.
People while robbing several Dunkin' Donut stores was given the death penalty in 2015 for his crimes. His response was not quite what you'd expect. For a guy who killed multiple people while robbing a coffee and donut shop, James Herard's reaction to the news of his death sentence was unsurprising.
Look at him!
There were no hysterics, there were no dramatics. He just nodded while clearly fading in and out. Even as his
clearly mental case.
His devastated mother was led out of the courtroom after her emotional response to the news. For Herard, this was a surprising change of tactic. Previous appearances before the court saw him barking like a dog and even daring the judge to give him the death penalty. But apparently, even when the judge called his bluff, Herard still pledged to appeal the sentence. I guess that's a crazy reaction to a crazy reaction. Herard never actually showed remorse for his actions. If anything, he boasted and goaded about the whole incident with little concern for how it would turn against him. This is an excellent example of how our actions have consequences. Not everything goes in your favor. Number 8. A murderer.
Yeah, see, whoo, it's crazy that we share a planet with people like that. This man had no remorse for the lives that he took. He didn't care for nothing. It sickens me that we share a planet with people like that. Crazy.
Consequences. Not everything goes in your favor. Number 8. A murderer collapses. It's pretty wild that so many murderers or attempted murderers would admit that they committed the crime and then change their mind. However, it's a very common occurrence. Most of the time, of course, this change of mind is all but dismissed. And when that happens, you get some unusual reactions from the convicted. In 2016, Jaleel Smith Riley pleaded guilty to charges of aggravated murder and attempted murder, only to later change his mind and claim that he did not do the very crime he said he did. This flip-flop was rejected pretty quickly, landing him a life sentence without the possibility of parole. But that didn't sit well with him. After hearing the news, Smith Riley collapsed to the floor of the courthouse before being picked up by police. But then he said something that confused everyone. So what does he get? To clarify, nobody has any idea whom Smith Riley was talking about. But if he was referring to himself in the third person, well, that's a whole other thing we can't even begin to deal with. It takes much courage and or stupidity to admit you did something and then claim you didn't do it. And it doesn't help anyone to just conveniently collapse when things don't go your way. But I guess that just goes to show that criminals aren't the sharpest tools in the shed. Number 7. Flipping the bird. This is probably a very...
See, look, y'all. Look. I don't... Look, y'all. Look, y'all. It's not very often that works. That you gonna throw yourself under the bus and then you gonna turn around and say you didn't do it after you said you did. You probably shouldn't have said you didn't do it in the first place if you're gonna lie. You know why it's so much easier to do this? Because then you don't have to keep up with a lie. But I know some folks might be like, shit, I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go to jail. Then guess what? Don't do nothing to have to go in there. So then you won't be afraid to do this. You won't be afraid. It ain't that hard, people. It is not. It costs nothing to be a decent person. It costs a whole lot more not to be. I promise you that.
The ultimate cardinal sin of any legal battle is to threaten the judge presiding over the case. It's a surefire way to tick people off and guarantee that you will be mistreated. And yet I think you can guess where this entry is going to go. In 2010, Juan Rodriguez appeared in court on charges of attempted murder, a crime that he adamantly denied committing. But when the judge denied Rodriguez's request to be let out of jail for Rosh Hashanah, he didn't exactly help himself. Angry about what he claimed to be religious persecution, Rodriguez told the judge that if he weren't allowed out of jail, he would take the judge's life. Those are quite...
How you gonna take the judge's life when your butt is in jail? Guess what? You most certainly gonna stay the heck in jail now, over here threatening the judge. They gonna lock you up and keep you under close eye. Idiot. What's wrong with folks, man? What is wrong with folks?
Literally his words, with no exaggeration or summary. I will take your life. And then, as if to make matters worse, he followed up with, what's your phone number? If you don't let me out of here, I'm going to kill you. One of the strangest, not guilty
crazy
you'll ever see right there in front of you. The judge was obviously not impressed with the outburst and ruled that his decision go ahead, meaning that Rodriguez would not be allowed out for Rosh Hashanah and possibly putting the judge's life at risk in the process. Although, let's be honest, it's highly unlikely this guy will ever leave prison anyway. Number 4. Teen freaks out. The fact that so many teenagers find themselves sexualless rather than take said life sentence. Another case. Had his case gone forward, Salgado would have been forced to allegedly try to force a piece of rebar into the anus of one of his fellow students. One of 2 incidences, the right side of the law. Number 3. Innocent or monster. Provided evidence. Fire was started. Monster. Evan Johnson and 4 friends threatened an innocent couple with a pistol and a It's fit. Monster. Everyone claims. Number 2. A rampage. Well, rampage might be an exaggeration, but not by a whole lot. It's fair to say that when he was sentenced to be executed for the murder of a young couple, Dexter Darnell Johnson did not react well. In 2007, Johnson and 4 friends threatened an innocent couple with a pistol and a shotgun before carjacking, robbing, raping, and murdering them. In court,
What? Why? Why don't you just go out and get a job? Clearly your ass didn't have nothing else but go get a girlfriend. What in the... What in your right mind, wrong mind, broken mind, what gives you the idea to go out and they gonna hold a couple at gunpoint, take their vehicle, rape, and kill them? Oh my goodness. Put him under the jail, please. Put him under the jail. Put all of them under the jail that was with him. What in the world?
Raping and murdering them. In court, Johnson insisted that he was innocent and that the illegal activities were all at the hands of someone else, despite prosecutors presenting evidence that suggested it was part of a month-long crime spree that he took an active role in. His mother could be heard screaming and crying at the back of the court. After a few moments of quiet consideration,
they gonna execute his butt. They gonna put him under the jail. You heard that? They gonna execute him. They gonna put him under the jail.
Johnson launched himself at the judge, only to be stopped by the waiting security guards. Johnson was led out of the courtroom, angrily ranting and fighting against the whole of the guards. Whether he wanted to accept it or not, his crimes were more than enough for the judge to warrant a full execution. He just couldn't handle that fact. Number 1. The flinger. If there's one reaction you didn't expect when you clicked on this video, it's this one. Some people aren't content to sling words at the judge, believing that the situation calls for something a little more dramatic, or, for lack of a better word, potent. 46-year-old Ricky Hand was in court on multiple charges of armed robbery, but was less than happy about the sentence he got after the judge informed him that he would be spending at least 40 years of his life in prison. Hand voiced his opposition.
Woo, he gonna spend at least 40. Man's already 46. He gonna be 86 if he get out. Damn. Folks be ruining their life. You can be a free person, a free man, a free woman out there to do whatever your heart desires, as long as it ain't stuff that's gonna wound you up in jail. You could be free. Life could be beautiful. Who wants to spend the rest of their life in a freaking building looking at the same sex all the time? Unless you're into that kind of thing. Not me. God.
to the decision before reaching for something under his arm and retrieving some pill bottles from his sling. Of course, he wasn't going to take any medication. Instead, he'd filled these bottles with, well, himself. Hand attempted to throw samples of his urine and feces at the judge. They was quick to stop by security officials who no doubt stunk after the encounter. This is a pretty insane response to a sentence, and one that was probably as memorable to those in the courtroom as those outside of it, if only for what I can imagine was the almighty smell of poop mixed with the sweat of the guy's sling.
No, this man had poop and piss in the dang old sleeve of his... What? Bro. What good would that have done? Put him under the jail. Please, put him under the jail. Duh. Anyway, look, y'all know what time it is. You like this reaction, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more. As always, the link to the video is going to be down in the description box below. If you haven't already, make sure you follow your boy right here on the gram and Twitter at Artofkickz. Till the next one.